back to the action here. And folks, seriously, this is one thing to consider. I mean, if somehow Lost Society is able to defeat the likes of Coco and Ursa Oriano clean tonight, obviously Athena has her work cut out for her and her tag team partner. If they are going to go up against a team that defeated the women's champion and the number one contender for women's championship at Pandemonium, or at least one of the number one contenders. Remember, folks, both Loca and Coco are the number one contenders for the women's championship because at Square Despair, they were eliminated at the very same time. And look at that, Ursa Oriano hitting that East St. Louis super grab. Some people call that Buenos Aires super, that's what she lives in nowadays. So look at this. He's going to try it again here. Oh, that huge super kick is taking down Rabbit. Just drags her right in the middle of the ring here. Look at this. Oh, come on. Talk about lack of camaraderie. I mean, Coco didn't even try to stop Arisa from breaking up that pin. We all know, folks, that Arisa did not break up that pin, that would have been a 3 count indeed for Ursa Oriano.
I guess that goes both ways. If Ursa Oriano is not going to help out Coco in her time of need, she's not going to repay the favor and do the same to her. But as I said earlier when the match first started, they can't afford to be on the opposite page. If they want to win, if they want to win this matchup and gain momentum going to Pandemonium, they have to work on the same page, and they're yet to do that. And that's exactly why Lost Society has completely dominated this match. And right there, Ursa Oriano, that's East St. Louis super kick, or that Buenos Aires super kick, whatever you want to call it, that was really the first type of momentum they've had so far in this match. And now, even add insult to injury, the tag to Arisa, so now the fresh woman is in.
That's why I get the impression that these two women, Coco and Ursa Oriano, they're headed towards one another. They're not even concerned about winning the match or even competing this match. They're just concerned about who's going to screw who the first. And I think they're just kind of paranoid. They don't want to, they're just put their eyes on the back of their heads and to watch their partner, make sure they don't abandon them or screw them over with his hard to, it's weird to say, considering that they know the stipulation. If they don't coexist here tonight, if Coco turns her back on Ursa, then Coco will be out of the triple threat matchup. Or if Ursa turns her back on Coco, then Ursa Oriano will be stripped of the women's championship and be out of the triple threat match at Pandemonium as well.
Yeah, but nowhere in that stipulation does it say that you purposely cannot assist your partner in time of need. And they're definitely making good use of that flaw in the stipulation. Maybe the enforcer should have been more specific. Once again, a near fall. Coco once again did not do anything. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to do a lot more of that if you're gonna put, Ursa Oriano down for the 3 count.
Yeah, no disrespect to Arisa and her moves, something more than the Akamawa Shua, whatever move she has that I don't know the name of. To defeat the likes of Ursa Oriano, the women's champion, has been going almost a year as the women's champion. Look at this, the typical showboating from the Lost Society here, showing their dominance here tonight. Oh, that huge turnaround DDT by Arisa there. And we've seen a whole slight change in Arisa's moveset. We've seen to know like a more racist, formed and a more random and off-putting type moveset. Now we're getting a more of a brawler type fighter type move, almost like reminiscent of Ursa Oriano here. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Wait, Arisa tagging the Rabbit out. Rabbit doing the double impact to Ursa Oriano here. Look at this.
Look at Coco. She just stood in the ring, let it happen, and then just took a second look and just went on the apron again. Did not decide to help and just decided to go after Arisa there. Didn't try to break up the count. That's exactly what I'm talking about, folks. It's all over. Lost Society wins because of the lack of communication between Ursa Oriano and Coco.
So I guess you're right. Also, they found a loophole in the enforcer's ruling in this matchup. And they decided not to assist each other when they needed it, and therefore, of course, this animosity between Coco and Ursa further built to a climax here. I see the ending here with a double impact by Rabbit, and to see Coco just act like he's gonna help Ursa, but just dead in the skin like a bump on a log. And then, of course, just take her attention to Arisa instead of helping her partner.
Here's your winner, the Lost Society.
Yeah, so I guess when you look at it this way, a win's a win by the Lost Society, and for crying out loud, man, I hope Athena and her tag team partner are taking notes and taking into consideration what Lost Society accomplished here tonight at Pandemonium when they compete for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We all know, folks, Athena is tired of the Lost Society's exploits. They're tired of their back attacks on Athena. Athena, of course, is pissed off because what they did to Olivia Ariano, her friend, back at Love's first fight. And Athena wants retribution at Pandemonium. Of course, Athena's going to find a partner in TNA to combat the Lost Society's air sin and the Women's Tag Team Championships. And you know, folks, Pandemonium has a history of great women's tag team matches, and this year can be no different. Folks, let's show you the footage of what happened at Impact that Athena cut out when Athena crashed to the Impact Zone. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Man, Pandemonium is going to be making history once again, as we saw just now Athena recruiting Mickie James, a former UWA XX, back into the UWA for one night only at Pandemonium. You know, Athena and Mickie James, I think, put their differences aside. They'll become a huge tag team, and hell, if they win the Women's Tag Team Champions, maybe Mickie James will dump her TNA contract to come back to the UWA where she belongs. But folks, live April 24th, it's Pandemonium 11, emanating from the Heaton Dome in Evansville, Kenmore. This is a 13-minute in Evansville. Every time you're in Evansville, we always make history here at UWA. This will be a milestone event. 11th annual Pandemonium. So far we have 11 matches on the card. We're talking about the Score versus Gene starting the main event. We're talking about the Gang Warfare match. We're talking about Coco versus Aramono for the Women's Championship. So many great matches on that historic night. But folks, let's show you the build-up between Gene Starlin and the Destroyer in the main event.
When the dust settled after Love at First Fight, I got goosebumps in anticipation of Gene Starlin facing the Destroyer. This might possibly be one of the best matches ever in the history of wrestling. You have the face, you have the absolute best, the UWA has to offer in Gene Starwin. You have the guy who's been the dark horse ever since he's been in the UWA, and he's constantly proved the skeptics wrong. It's just going to be an amazing match because you've never seen these two in the ring with this much on the line. The Destroyer has the most to lose in this situation. I mean, he's going to be defending it in front of his hometown, in front of his fans, and of course he does not want them thinking that he's just a paper champion.
I'm putting my money on Gene Starwin. I would not bet against Gene Starwin to win at Pandemonium. I mean, the thing about Gene Starwin, he always thrives in situations where he's always put as the underdog. Everyone's saying the Destroyer's going to win because the Destroyer can't lose in his hometown. Look at the Destroyer and Gene Starwin. Look at all things they've accomplished just in the last few months.
They're both Grand Slam champions. When's the next time going to be where you see two Grand Slam champions in contention for the world title? But as far as the main event goes, you have one of the most iconic outlaws ever facing a god of war.
The way CAW truly is the better man on April 24th.
Sweet promo!
I want to give props to Doug Danger in the editing department for putting on that great video package. And of course, what we just saw from that toy that just explains what it means for the Destroyer and he's going to be the main event this year at Pandemonium. But up next, we have ourselves a Pandemonium momentum match involving four of some of the greatest men here in UWA today.
The following contest is a melee match. On his way to the ring, from Irvine, California, he is the UWA's next big thing, Quinton Rampage Jackson.
You can still see even 2 weeks later, Rampage is still showing signs of the effects of when he got burnt by Lord Magma, got thrown over those flames. That's a pretty father assault when both he and Samoa Joe were in that matchup between who faces Lord Magma at Pandemonium. Because of Lord Magma's involvement, the enforcer Nick Willis made a match at Pandemonium to be a triple threat match between the likes of Rampage, Samoa Joe, and Lord Magma in a Highway to Hell match, the second ever Highway to Hell match. Of course, whoever gets pinned, submitted, or knocked out first, they get sent to hell for all eternity. Of course, one of the most unique stipulations to be able to be put forth in a UWA ring is going to be at this year's Pandemonium.
Coming down the aisle from Houston, Texas, he is the chosen one, Mitch Waterson.
Here comes Mitch Waterson, who could easily have 2 matches on the card this year at Pandemonium if he plays his cards right. Of course, Mitch Waterson, he's definitely a huge when it comes to competition. And how big would it be for someone like Mitch Waterson to compete twice on the grandest stage? He's already said he's going to be in Full Killer's corner when he faces 4th Division Full Killer's team consisting of Spike and badass Jamie Heineman. And of course, if he defeats Vaughn Kreed next week on Assault for the No Limits Championship, not only will he win the No Limits Championship, but he will face Vicious for the No Limits Championship at Pandemonium because Vicious is the next one in line at Pandemonium to compete for that No Limits Championship. Pandemonium is going to be easily the biggest event of all time in UWA.